Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First I'd like to wish everybody a happy 2021 and a safe and enjoyable hiking season. In this gear review, I'd like to walk through my shoe progression, show you which shoes I plan on taking on my 2021 Appalachian Trail thru hike. So I've been hiking for around a little over 30 years, and I started out wearing leather hiking boots that weighed about 5 pounds. Over the past decade and a half or so, I've switched to trail runners, as most everyone has, and just want to go through the progression of what I picked out. So my goal was to switch to a lower drop shoe. I'd ultimately like to get in a pair of Ultras, but I'm not sure at my age zero drop is going to work for my Achilles. At least certainly not right off the bat. So the plan again is to get to a low drop shoe. I want to get to a shoe with a wide toe box, and one other want for me was to have some form of a rock plate in the shoe. These shoes I've been wearing for the last probably 3 years. They're La Sportiva Wildcats. I really like them. They're a little on the heavy side. They're very stable. They have a mesh upper, and the only downside I would say about these is they're a 12 millimeter drop. So as I progress to a lower drop shoe, the 12 millimeter drop has kind of made me feel like I'm on an incline when I'm standing on flat ground. So again, I'd recommend these to anybody who needs a lot of stability and doesn't necessarily want to go to a lower drop shoe. Early this year, I switched to these guys. These are Brooks Cascadia. I think they're the 14s. These are pretty good shoes. They're very, very popular. They're an 8 millimeter drop. They have a very stable base. I wore these on my long trail hike. I did 110 miles this year. I'll put a card up in the corner. And I also wore these on about the last 20 New Hampshire 48s that I did this year. I like these shoes. The only downside is there's so much mesh in these that I found the uppers to be like a little sloppy. I couldn't get a good support. The soles of these are great though, and the traction is very good. Going down lower, I found Topo Athletic this year. These are the Ultra Ventures. I've been wearing these kind of as my daily drivers, if you want to call them, for the last 3-4 months. I like these shoes a lot. They're a 5 millimeter drop. Topo, if you haven't heard of them, is kind of like an Altra type of shoe. They have a wide toe box, and they make a shoe similar to the Lone Peak and one similar to the Timp and the Superior and all those, which I'm not really going to get into. But I like these because they were a 5 millimeter drop, and it helped me ease my way down to zero. The thing that I didn't like about these was they didn't have a rock plate, and I found the soles not to be that sticky, especially on wet rock. So I had a conundrum of what do I do next, and what I found out was Topo came out with these guys. These are the Ultra Venture Pros. They're similar to these. The only difference is they've upgraded the mesh, which I don't think is all that important, but they added a rock plate. They switched to a Vibram Mega Grip sole, which I think is Vibram's stickiest sole. So it solved all my problems. So I guess cutting the chase, these are the shoes I plan on taking on the AT with me this year. The only other thing to mention, these are $145. I don't know how much Ultras are, so just the thing is these are kind of expensive, but your feet are important, and if you find a good pair of shoes, I don't think price should come into the picture. And then finally, these are my Ultra Lone Peaks. I think these are the 4.0. I bought these on sale for $80. I wear them on short day hikes, and I hope to get into them someday because I do think a zero drop shoe is a good way to go. I'm not a doctor, I'm not in the medical field, and I don't want to really get into like the biomechanics of different drops, but as I understand it, a lower drop shoe prevents heel striking, and what that'll do is avoid a lot of joint pain, put more of the walking force on your muscles, which is just generally a better way to go. So I guess that's it. I'll see how these guys go, and I'm looking forward to my trip. And I'd like to thank everybody who's recently subscribed to my channel. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them if I can. And happy trails.